So, Rook, what do you think we should we open the Dragon Ball cards first and then go into the Magic?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm kind of curious.
I'm kind of curious too. So, I think we'll open Dragon Ball and then Foundations?
Sure.
And then Aetherdrift. Let's do Dragon Ball, Aetherdrift, Foundations, Bloomburrow. These are I got them out of a pre-release box, so they should have, a little pre-release tags on them. And then we're gonna open up the collector boosters last, because these are expensive.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh yeah. So, without further ado, let's see what's in these things. So I'm gonna get all the magic out of the way. I know the stream title says "Open and Magic." Does it? Open. Oh yeah. You know what? It never says specifically magic. It just says Crackin packs, baby. Intentionally ambiguous. It allows for flexibility, right?
That's right.
Alrighty, so I don't know anything about the Dragon Ball card game. I have watched through Dragon Ball Z numerous times, and I've watched only a few episodes of Dragon Ball Super, or Dragon Ball GT. Let's get ready to cardboard. All right. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
do it.
What's the good omen for opening a Dragon Ball card pack? Is it like I've got a Dragon Ball. There it goes.
there it is.
I wish upon this Dragon Ball Shenron. I don't know if Shenron's actually a card, but I bet you Goku is the chase.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Or do I do like impressions, like a Vegeta impression?
I think
Like
you can't get much better than the Dragon Ball.
Okay. Yeah, all right. You're just like, get on with it.
I'm dying to see it.
Yeah, I'd be curious like how to play the Dragon Ball card game. I know that like the attacks are in the thousands.
Oh, like kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, like.
Yeah, kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh. These are really cool card backs.
Nice.
We're gonna bring that in a little bit here. Those are some cool card backs. Oh, good. We got Adolescent's Son Gohan. God, the the lamest of the Gohans. Off to a great start. But yeah, I'm guessing this is power level?
Oh no. Geez, Goku was 80,000 on Namek before he went Super Saiyan.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Gohan sucks now. Over 900 million? 9,000? It is over 9,000. I'm guessing this is cost? He's a Saiyan / Earthling. I gotta position this mic. And let's bring the camera in just a little bit more so I don't have to raise it up quite as much. All right, so we got Son Gohan. The cardstock is all right. Heat Aura. If you have a Jiren with 30,000 power or more, okay, so that is power. Choose all of your opponent's battle cards, and they get minus 25,000 power for the turn. They could just narrow these down to regular size numbers. Krillin! Yes! I love it!
Let's
feel bad for him because, you know, compared to everybody else, he sucks. But he's actually, you know, the strongest human in the universe.
Yeah. Doesn't get enough respect. Ooh.
Supreme Kai. I have no idea about these cards. What does Krillin even do? What does he even do? He's a blocker. After an opponent's attack, you may switch this card to rest mode and change the target of the attack to this card. Hit me! Advance the plot! On play, draw one card, then discard one card from your hand. All right, and then activate main. Place this card and one Kibito? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, one of those two.
Kibito, whatever. From your battle area to the owner's drop. Play up to one skillless Kibito Kai from your drop. Yo. I don't know who this is. It looked like is that Goku's dad?
No, that Goku's dad is Bardock. This is Turles.
Bardock, yeah, that's right.
He's an evil Saiyan from one of the movies, which we got to watch those DBZ movies one of these years.
We do have to watch the DBZ movies. Tyler says, seems like a lot of math. I think they put the extra zeros in tiny font. So really, we're just looking at 5 and 30. And so he must be really good, right? As opposed to Sheen? The Supreme Kai. Baby Vegeta.
Oh. Yo, Dragon Ball GT.
That's no baby Vegeta. That's a grown Vegeta.
You ever see any episodes of GT, Matt?
Yes, I have. I know what happens.
Oh, okay.
They try to do a power reset and it doesn't work. And so, next up, I want some foils. Give me some foils. I don't like this guy. We're skipping him. He sucks.
Yeah.
Yo, Beerus.
Nice.
I can't tell the rarity. Oh, okay. It's at the bottom. It's in the bottom corner. So that's common. Okay, so all those are commons. Beerus is uncommon. So we're working our way down to the rares, right? God of Destruction. You would think that he would be stronger than just 25,000.
You'd think.
Tyler says pretty damn ripped for a baby. Yeah. Yeah, he kind of looks like Joe Dirt. This is the Dragon Ball iteration of Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
All right, so Beerus, that looks pretty cool. On play, discard one card from your hand, choose all of your opponent's battle cards with 15k or less, and knock them out.
Ooh.
Also an uncommon, Youth Trunks. On play, if you have 10 or more cards in your drop, whatever that means, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 3 or less. Okay, so that is cost. And return it to its owner's hand. Still uncommon. Oh, I definitely thought that. I thought that was a middle finger.
Flipping the bird.
Yeah. Draw one card, then choose up to one card with cost 4 or less in your opponent's battle area and add it to its own energy in rest mode. It feels like there are several zones in the DBZ or in the Dragon Ball game. I could be wrong.
You know, it kind of does.
Just gonna adjust this a pinch. There we go. Sorry. Okay. Just adjusting my windows. Okay. That was a warm greeting. Next, is this our rare? This is our rare. We got Shin again. And it is actually a foil card. Flipping the bird would be a great art for a card called Warm Greeting. I agree. I would be so here for it. So is this the exact same? Oh no. So these are actually different abilities. All right, on play, look at the top three. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, then reveal up to 1 card, Universe 7, in its special traits, and add it to your hand. What? Place the rest at the bottom of the owner's deck in a random order. Scry, you mean? Scry, you may reveal 1, right? And then we've got...
For all you Magic fans out
Yo! Is that... I'm guessing SR is super rare? What? This is a... That's like a textured foil. Yo! I don't know if this is any good.
Value on that.
Huh?
I was just saying, I'm looking up the value on that.
Yeah, Super Baby 1. Machine Mutant / Saiyan. Yo! I feel compelled to sleeve this. I was wondering why it felt like it was curling.
Yeah. Not a giant pull, but I mean, it's definitely the best one you've pulled so far. Looking at about 38 cents.
Nice!
There's another one that was a couple bucks, but it was not this art.
I got a one that was a couple dollars?
Or no, I was looking for the Super Baby ones, and I was like, oh, this one's a couple bucks. But
oh, I see. Neat. Are the rest of these trash bags?
Yeah, I looked at the other one, the next rarity, and it was less than this one. So better luck on the next one.
You know what? I'm here for it. I really want the Gundam card. I really want the Gundam card game.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun to check out.
Not to. I mean, I would play it. I would absolutely play it. I really like the card backs. These are super cool.
I like that.
I am
snazzy.
Heckin' here for it. Sorry, I had to interrupt my cat from licking her belly bald. Because she's in the process of doing that again. Last time we had to give her some medication to make her stop doing that. Like I think it was just like a low dose steroid. I think she's got some allergies.
Oh.
Anyway.
I have a cat with allergies.
Pack number 2. Do you think we do better than Super Baby 1?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You think this is even better?
Heater. Yeah, oh yeah.
There's a heater in this one?
Big time.
All right. There better be
predicting a Majin Buu card that's over $1. That's my prediction.
What about a Super Saiyan Gods, an SSJ? Goku.
Let's see here.
Boy, these packs are not a fun experience to open.
Not as crispy.
No.
Magic.
So the big cards are, I guess, the last 2.
Yes, that appears to be the case.
Dr. Mayu. What's he from?
GT. Dr. Mew and Dr. Giro, they team up with the Super 17.
Hey, I've already got, I'm coming up on a playset of Heat Aura. Yeah. Yamcha, the second strongest human in the universe?
I think so.
He sucks worse than Krillin. I can't even remember his silly voice. Is he like a bro? Was that kind of how he sounds?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ribbit. These are fun. Oh yeah, and we got the whole Super Suck squad. All we need is Piccolo, and we've got the whole peanut gallery.
Oh, you gotta put some respect on Piccolo's name and a little bit on Tien.
A little bit, but you know they really fell out of relevance.
Oh, for sure. By the Boo Saga, yeah, they were just getting in the way. Speaking of,
is it Dabura?
Yeah.
Majin Vegeta, I think, is the coolest character in all.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Of Dragon Ball. Super Sigma.
What in the Ohio skibbity?
All right, another. Let's go, Vegeta!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here for it. Vegeta is my absolute favorite character in the whole series. Super redemption arc, but he kind of still maintains a little bit of that overly prideful, I want to be better than anybody else. I don't know. This is probably the card that I'm most excited about. West Supreme Kai. Oh, you the West Supreme Kai. Gotta watch out for the North. Cards. Yeah. We got a rare. What? Who's this?
Oh, this is from Dragon Ball Daima.
Sure.
You haven't heard of Daima, the new show that came out? Ooh.
No, we already got this. Didn't we? Yeah, we already got this.
Oh, no.
Right? Oh, no. Slightly less sucky Gohan.
Oh, man.
You know what? For $10 to get these, I'm gonna sleeve that Vegeta.
Dude, you should.
He's an uncommon.
I gotta say, from a writing standpoint, Vegeta is definitely a way more interesting character than Goku. That's what I'll say.
Goku is only strong because of the power of friendship.
That, and he like, from a character standpoint, he's like predictable. Like, he's supposed to be the pure good one, but it's less interesting in terms of character development.
And you never know if Vegeta's gonna go, friendly fire.
Yeah, one way or the other.
Yeah, I am way more stoked about that Vegeta card than anything else. If I was to frame if I was to take one card from every card set that I open, this would definitely be one of them. Maybe not Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Maybe Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta.
Oh yeah.
That would be the coolest. Just I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Vegeta's retort to Babidi, where he's trying to mind control him. He's like, "Oh, that's cute, Vegeta, but I command you, just kill him now." He says, "I refuse." Actually, I feel like that was a pretty good impression.
That was good. I put that.
I refuse. And then he's like, essentially he goes, you may penetrate my mind and my body, but there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps, his pride. And chills. So chills.
That was pretty on spot on, is what I was going
for.
Yeah.
Chills thinking about it.
A great heckin' saga of DBZ,
that
for sure.
Was such a good saga. The Majin series was so good. And I do think, what did I walk in on? So, Whisper, I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Z growing up. Bit of Dragon Ball, tons of Dragon Ball Z, and I'd rewatch it right now. I happened upon a vending machine that had Dragon Ball cards, and I was like, you know what? Why not? Why the heck not? Heckin' Dragon Ball Z, bruh. Where's Krillin? I know I have Krillin. Oh. You're upset that I was doing Piccolo dirty.
Yes. Gotta put some respect on Piccolo's name. Piccolo is the biggest aura farmer in all of DBZ, even more than Vegeta, and that's saying something.
The aura farmer?
Oh yeah, dude. Piccolo and Vegeta both. Their job in any DBZ movie, which you'll understand more when we watch the movies together. We should do a marathon. They show up. They do a slow pan up so you get the fit check, so you see how drippy they look. They just straight aura farm, and then they get their butts handed to them. They get clobbered by the villain mercilessly, and then Goku saves the day. But Goku doesn't look half as cool as either one of them.
No, Vegeta's so cool.
Yeah, they're way cooler, but Goku is it's Goku time. Goku's always the hero.
I want Vegeta to be the hero. Come on.
Vegeta needs a W. With Black Frieza, with that arc, whenever that gets in the manga or animated, it should be Vegeta who wins this time.
I would. They keep bringing Frieza back?
Oh yeah. Have you heard about Black Frieza?
No, maybe I have.
It's
is it kind of like in the same spirit as like Goku Black?
No, it's Frieza's latest transformation after Golden. So
how come Frieza keeps transforming? Because they just don't want to make new characters?
Yeah, he trained for 4 months to get Golden because he has crazy potential. He just never trained before because he was the Emperor of the Universe. He thought he didn't have to. He trained for 4 months to get Golden. Then he went away to another, it was like the hyperbolic time chamber. And he stayed in there for 10 years.
Oh boy.
And he got Black Frieza. So he shows up and it's Ultra Ego Vegeta and Ultra Instinct Goku, and he just one-shots both of them and just leaves. And that's where we are at the manga, is my understanding.
Doesn't look. Oh, I guess he does look a little sinister.
Yeah.
Ish. They at least made him look like he's got pants on.
Right.
Pretty neat. If only I transformed whenever I got into better shape.
I feel like that'd be a great motivator for a lot of people, honestly.
Whisper says, that's saying something. My hoodie is too warm. It's time for magic.
Yeah, let's go.
We're gonna back this up just a pinch. We got a whole slew of magic to open tonight. And we are going to be opening these Tarkir collector boosters last because much like Pokemon, Magic financially is in a really bad place too, as a hobby. Collectors are expansive. So those are going to be last. And we're hopefully going to get, hugeness. The chases for the cards that we really, really want for the collector boosters here are pretty much anything with Halo foil. I don't think that do you know if there's any serialized in the collector?
I have no idea.
Oh.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Oh, I've been paying way more attention than I really need to be then.
I don't know anything about the collector. I just do like the play boosters or the
Yeah.
yeah. I've never
Real
done a collector pack before.
Anything that is Halo foil is near almost anything that's Halo foil is about $100 and up. Which for
Whoa.
context, these I'm not saying it again. Or a farm. Each one of these at the local games store, each of these was like $35. So for freaking 3 packs is like $100. So we really want one of those a Halo foil Yugen, All Out Assault, Clarion Conqueror, Dracogenesis, Crater Hoof Behemoth, Elspeth Storm Slayer, or Yugen again. So, but we're going to be opening those last. I think that we decided that we were going to open Aetherdrift first. Is that what we decided on, Rook?
Yeah.
All right, Aetherdrift it is. So, the card shop, when I was trying to pick out packs to buy, they're like, "Oh, Aetherdrift is a really cool set," and I'm not so sure. I'm not really huge on it. Doesn't feel like Magic to me. I don't know. It's like how the in World of Warcraft, the goblins seem a little too high tech, and this feels a little too high tech for, Magic. But anyway, let's get into it. So these are just all for the next little while. All these are going to be play boosters. I got the Bloomburrow packs out of a pre-release box, so they should have. I believe the pre-release cards have a little stamp on them, indicating that they're pre-release. But all these are just play boosters. They're not the collector boosters. The collector boosters have more premium cards in them. And we'll get there. So we're going to open Aetherdrift. This set is all about cars and vehicles and vehicle mechanics. And while they may be worthless, I'm going to be taking the time to sleeve all of the foils so that they don't curl up. We got a Thopter. Do love Thopters and their ability to be functional tokens. Ooh, too much zoom. There we go. All right. Jungle Hollow. All right. Gain a life. It enters tapped and you get 2 land. And we're already in the foils. This is a weird order. Is this uncommon? No, this is... I can't tell if this is uncommon or not. But Scrounging Skyray. It's got flying for 2 cost, 1/2. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, put that many 1/1 counters on this creature. And you can cycle this to discard a card and draw a card.
Neat.
Now, is this my rare? I cannot tell.
Yeah, that's a rare.
That's a rare? Not even shiny. What the heck? 2 cards in and it's already my rare. I don't know. All creatures and vehicles lose indestructible until end of turn. Then destroy all creatures and vehicles.
Wow.
The way that that's worded makes it seem like end the turn and then destroy them, but then they get indestructible again. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter because they'll be all gone.
Spell Pierce. It's a counter spell. Non-creature spell unless the controller pays 2. I think that's a fair counter spell, yeah? Give them the opportunity to say, no, I want to play this. Legendary artifact creature. Sundial Dawn Tyrant. This is just it's a 2-cost regular 3/3. It does nothing but be a legendary artifact creature construct. 2 costs for 3/3. Nothing special. You don't see that very often. Most of these cards have, their own little rules on them. Alrighty. And then we've got Elvish Refueler. This is like the pit stop crew, except Elvish. During your turn, as long as you haven't activated an exhaust ability this turn, you may activate exhaust abilities as though they haven't been activated. Okay. And exhaust means to put a 1/1 counter on this creature, I guess. Am I reading that right?
So I think exhaust is like a separate ability that you activate, and then...
Oh, I exhaust and I get to put a 1/1 on there.
I think so.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Boom Scholar. Exhaust abilities of other permanents you control cost 2 less to activate. I don't exhaust creatures and vehicles you control gain trample until end of turn. This is an exhaust ability that you can pay. So each exhaust is a different ability.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh my gosh. Lotus Guard Disciple. That's like a bird person. It's a bird cleric. It doesn't need vehicles. When this creature enters, target creature or vehicle gains lifelink and indestructible until end of turn. Wreck Remover, artifact creature construct. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. You gain 1 life. Oh yeah, you can also see the rarity down here. So that is a common. And
nice.
That was the rare. You're right. And then common for Packdoll Terror. It's like a Chucky on a little ATV. And whenever this creature or another artifact you control enters, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life. Silken Strength. Flash, enchanted creature or enchant creature or vehicle. I can't talk. When this aura enters, untap enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent gets 1 and +1/+2 and has reach. Kickoff celebrations. This looks fun. I like red. I like playing red. Start your engines. If you have no speed, slowpokes, it starts at 1. It increases once on... Let's bring that in so I can read it too. It increases once on each of your turns when an opponent loses life. Max speed is 4. Can't go faster than the speed limit, baby. When this enchantment enters, you may discard a card, and if you do, draw 2 cards. Max speed. Sacrifice this enchantment. Creatures and vehicles you control gain haste until end of turn. Skystreak Engineer. And with an exhaust ability... For 5 mana, put 2 1/1 counters on this creature. That seems expensive. Activate each exhaust ability only once. Right? That's expensive, right? To do just for 5 mana, make it a 2/4.
Yeah, that seems great.
When for 3 mana, you can get a 2/4. For, way less. But it's also in the air. Artifact spells you cast 1 less to cast. Neato. We'll leave that off to the side. Let's get the heck to opening. We got a pilot. And a mountain. And our rare. This is a common, in fact. It's a shiny. Lightning Strike. I know that one. I kind of like that art. Lightning Strike deals 3 damage to any target. This is our rare. Gandhi Knight Minister. That's a lot of words. Whenever a player casts a spell they don't own, that player creates a treasure token. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller looks at the top, that presumably you. They look at the top card of that opponent's library and exiles it face down. They may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Mana of any type can be spent to cast a spell this way. That's kind of cool. Because that doesn't only mean like just me. It could be you attacking Aaron. Or Aaron attacking you. But not anybody attacking me.
That's right.
This is a 2-cost 0/8. Holy blocker. Calorna, Coral Tyrant. I don't know how to say that name. That's a silly name. I can't read either. A Dune Drifter. That one's easy. Challenge me with some silly words, huh? All right, this one's an artifact vehicle. 3/3 for an X cost. What is X? When this vehicle enters, return target artifact or creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so if you can pay 2 plus whatever you want to play, you can just get it back out. Ooh, it's Commander Tax. Road Rage. It deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, where X is 2 plus the number of mounts and vehicles you control. Oh, wow. So as long as you have 1, you can do 3 damage.
Yeah, if you got none, that's still
you can do 3 damage for 1 mana.
Yeah.
We got an uncommon Foul Roads. It enters tapped unless you control a mount or a vehicle. I'm never going to use this land because I don't think I'm ever going to play Aetherdrift cards unless, the world demands it. Scrap Compactor. For 3 and tap, sacrifice it. It deals 3 damage to target creature. So this is like a worse Lightning Strike because it costs 4 total to do 3 damage. And it does it to a creature. Or, for a total of 7, you can destroy target creature or vehicle. Which I think in Aetherdrift, I think the vehicles are a lot harder to get rid of.
Oh, that makes sense.
Interface Ace. Just a common. It's a robot pilot. A robot. This creature saddles, mounts, and crews vehicles using its toughness rather than its power. Whenever this creature becomes tapped during your turn, untap it. This ability triggers only once each turn. Also got Siphon Fuel. 5 mana gives you a -6/-6 until end of turn. And you know what? I want 2 life. Oh gosh. A migrating Ketradon? Probably that, right? Ketradon.
Yeah.
A 6/6 with reach for 6. When it enters, you gain 4 life. That's pretty good. And if I really wanted a card, I could pay 2 and just draw a card. Getting rid of this 6-cost 6/6 with reach. Heckin' green, man. A Leonin Surveyor. Start your engines. Also, during your turn, this creature has first strike, and max speed is 3. And when you hit 3, I guess, if you have no speed, it starts at 1. It increases once on each of your turns when an opponent loses life. So you got to do damage to an opponent. And max speed is 3. Exile this card from your graveyard and draw a card. Neato! This artifact vehicle, but it's still okay. So it's still an artifact though, so you can destroy artifacts relatively easily, right?
I would think so.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe vehicles aren't harder to get rid of. I don't know. This bad boy for 4 is a 6/3 with menace, crew 3. Tap any number of creatures you control with total power 3 or more. And this vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Can this attack without being crewed? Or
I don't believe so. No.
It can only I have to tap a total of 3 toughness or 3 power to become a 6/3.
Right.
For it to become a artifact creature to attack.
And then it's just until end of turn, right?
Yeah. So I mean, get some tokens out, tap 3 of them bad boys, and then boom, you got 6 damage with menace as opposed to just the 1. And Guild Light Optimizer. Tap and to add just 1 blue. Spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell or activate an ability. These are kind of cool cards. I'll give them that.
There's one creature in Aetherdrift. It's a black-green insect something, that I think would be real cool to make a commander deck out of. It's an insect, and it interacts with other insects, I think, in the graveyard. But yeah,
is it in this pack?
I think it is. Yeah. It'd be
We
dope
got.
if it was.
We got this guy. That's kind of neat, right? That's kind of neat.
Goggles. Yeah.
And a forest, a full art forest. Aaron's tabletop simulator deck importer brought forward all of the full art Aetherdrift lands. So I've seen this one a few times.
Nice.
A common foil, Silken Strength. We've already seen this. And our rare is Ovia? Automech Artisan. I don't know how to say his name. Stop challenging me, Magic. Wizards, give me easy words. Stop this.
Back and forth.
Each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample. Wow. That's kind of neat. And then for 1 and tap, you may put a creature or vehicle card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you put an artifact onto the battlefield this way, put 2 1/1 counters on it. You can just pay 1 and tap this to play any creature?
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty busted.
Wow. That's wild. That's crazy. What? You're going to play a mono green commander? That'll be him.
Yeah.
All right. A nesting bot. This uncommon artifact creature robot is just 1/1 for 1. Start your engines. Max speed is 4. Vroom vroom. When this creature dies, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. Max speed. This creature gets a +1/+0. Neato. Memory Guardian. I don't have any of those. My Memory Guardians are always taking a vacation. Who am I talking to again? Where am I? Who am I? Affinity for artifacts. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each artifact you control, and it has flying. Oh, I hate this.
That's some Duskmourn.
That's like Mad Max meets Duskmourn meets like Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's terrifying.
Meets yeah, I don't know. I feel like if its mouth is closed, it doesn't look quite so frightening, I would guess. For 2 costs, it's a 3/1, and I can surveil 1 if I tap this bad boy. That wretched doll. Plow through. Target creatures you control fights target creature and opponent controls. Or you can destroy target vehicle. So fighting applies damage, right? It's just like a mini combat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like the 2 of them are treated as they're blocking and fighting each other. Yeah.
A Skybox Fairy. For 5, you get a 4/4 with crew 2, and you can cycle it. It's got flying. Kind of neat, I guess. I thought it said plot hole mole. But this is just a pothole mole because this is all vehicle themed. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards, and you may return a land card from your graveyard to your hand. Very green of it. A Mutant Surveyor. Start your engines again. For 2, this creature gets a 1/1 until end of turn. And max speed is 3. You exile this card from your graveyard, and I'd get to draw a card. Oh, it's a good boy. It's a little Doge puppy that's covered in armor and electricity. Or no, that's a Shiba Inu, right?
Yeah.
Bestow Greatness. Target creature gets +4/+4 and gains trample until end of turn. Gearseeker Serpent. For 7, it's a 5/6 with affinity for artifacts, so it's cheaper to cast. And for 6 mana, this creature can't be blocked. Wowie, wow, 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 wow. And we've already gotten a Leonin Surveyor. Endrider Catalyzer. Start your engines. Vroom, vroom. Max speed. You get to tap to add 2 red. Kind of neat.
Nice. I will be right back. Don't wait up for me on the next Aetherdrift. I'll jump back in momentarily.
Because I'm not interested. Is that it? Is that it, Rook?
No. I'm grabbing some a CZ.
I can wait for you to grab a CZ.
Oh, BRB then.
Okay. I'm not gonna open this. This is gonna be, I don't know. Let me check real quick. I don't know if there's any particularly swanky cards that we're looking for. They're probably like the whatever raised foil. Radiant Lotus is a $300 card, but it's also fracture foil, and that is not going to be in this pack, because the special foil are in the special collector packs, which is what these are. The collector boosters, those actually have the chance to have more premium foil cards in them, because you know what? You want to get your money's worth out of the money that you pay for these stupid things. What else do we have in here that I could potentially get? First place foil? I don't know if maybe that's in there. That's a $100 card. The Aether Spark. I have a feeling that none of these are going to be fracture foil, first place foil. Yeah, I don't know if those are going to be available in this. But it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of air in the pack either, so I don't know. Rook went to go get some CZ, and I'm going to take a sip of my own CZ.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back, homie. We're going to open this last Aetherdrift. This is Aetherdrift number 4 of 4. I don't think that fracture foil is a possibility in the regular packs, but maybe first place foil is? I don't know. They put 2 different types of foil in here. We got this frog statue. That's fun. Bloodfell Caves is our land, and we gain a life when it comes in. And an uncommon foil, trade the helm, exchange control of target artifact or creature you control, and target artifact or creature an opponent controls. Hey, that's kind of fun. Mythic! Oh, let's go!
Whoa.
If you wanted to know what that looks like zoomed in. Sabsunin Luxa Embodied is a legendary god creature. It has no foil on it. It has reach, trample, and indestructible. It can't attack or block unless it has an even number of counters on it. 0 is even. At the beginning of your first main phase, put a 1/1 counter on this. Then, if it has an odd number of counters on it, draw 2 cards.
Yo,
This goes.
I've been keeping.
This goes hard.
Sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off. It does go hard. I have been keeping track. This is your first Aetherdrift hit. $2.59, baby.
Let's go. This is not the. I bet a simp thinks that's cute. You know, if something exists, it is there is somebody out there whose favorite thing it is. So I'm gonna agree with you there, Whisper. This would be a solid commander, right? Every other turn you can attack,
so.
Or you can attack and block.
Yeah,
that feels pretty cool. I'm happy with that. A Boommobile. This is a rare, also. When this vehicle enters, add 4 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to activate abilities. And for at least 4 mana, this vehicle deals X damage to any target, and you put a 1/1 counter on this vehicle. And you can only activate it once. All right, now we got our uncommon Cloudspire Coordinator. When it ends, ETB, scry 2, tap to create X 1/1 colorless pilot creature tokens. Colorless pilot creature tokens, where X is the number of mounts and or vehicles that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. The tokens have this token saddles, mounts, and cruise vehicles as though its power were 2 or greater.
A lot of words.
A lot of words there. This vehicle is a 7/6 for 5 mana, has Vigilance and Trample with Crew 3. You're going to exile an artifact or creature card from your graveyard. This vehicle becomes an artifact or creature until end of turn. An artifact creature until end of turn. Oh, so you can either exile something from your graveyard and then you just get a 7/6, or you can crew it and you have a 7/6. Racky Roads. You can tap it for a land, or you can pay 2 and tap it to sacrifice it. Create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token with this creature. This token saddles, mounts, and crews vehicles as though its power were 2 or greater. Activate only as a sorcery. Walking Sarcophagus. Creepy. Start your engines. Vroom vroom. Max speed. This creature gets a 1/2. +1/+2. And then it turns into a 3/3. Pretty neat. Hi, Lil. So, you probably didn't see any of the Dragon Ball Z cards, but I'll show you. I opened Dragon Ball Z cards also. A Grim Bauble. When this enters, create target creature an opponent controls gets -2/-2 until end of turn, and I can sacrifice it to just surveil 2. Hazard of the Dunes. It's like they really wanted to take inspiration from Dune, but they didn't want to all the way copy their homework.
Right.
This 4/4. Rook, you're also really quiet.
Am I really?
Yeah, you're like look at your computer sound on the stream here. You see how you're like all -25-y? Let me give you a little boost. I'll boost you. Go ahead and give some talking.
Well, yeah, here's me giving some talking and such.
That might be better. Okay, so Hazard of the Dunes has Trample and Reach for 4/4, and it has Exhaust for 7 mana. Put 3 1/1 counters on this creature. That's expensive. Deathless Pilot. This creature saddles, mounts, and crews vehicles as though its power were 2 or greater, which works out because his power is at least 2. And for 4 mana, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, you can play it over and over and over and over. Yo, Buffer! And Glitch Ghost Surveyor. For 3 mana, you get a 2/2 with flying and start your engines from vroom. Max speed is 3. You can exile this card from your graveyard and draw a card. Light Shield Parry. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. You can cycle it to draw a card. Our last one in this pack is the Burner Rocket. For, 2 mana, you get a 3/1 with Flash. You can play that at any time. Instant speed is what Flash means. When this vehicle enters, target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. Crew 1. So if you use that as a combat trick, you can't just tap, you can't use it as a combat trick if it has to be crewed, right?
I think you can technically tap at instant speed.
Target creature you control gets that and trample, and that's not dependent on it actually being an attacking vehicle.
Right.
So it's a dual purpose. So of all these cards, my one hit is this one. I'm a clips leader. Good job, Buffer. I appreciate you making all those clips all the time. Keep it up. This is my that's my hit. For what did you say is $3?
Yeah, like a 230 something.
Oh, less than $3. Heckin' heartbreaking. Remember, if you want to make money back on your Magic cards, buy the collector. But don't do that, because now you're gambling. And gambling is bad for you. Just ask me. I love dopamine. All right, so next, we got 2 Heckin' Foundations boosters. Just regular boosters. I'm a really big fan of the Foundations set. I think that this is really the set that got me fully into Magic. I really wanted to get into Magic for a while, and Foundations was a very, very back to the basics, explain the mechanics. It was very new player friendly, and for that reason, I really like Foundations. Don't have a collector booster of it though. Maybe soon. I do want to give the local card shop some money. I have been known to give them my money. I work so that I can give them my money. They need it more than I do, and I need cards more than they need stock.
Yeah.
All right. Is the in Foundations, are the rares closer to the end?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I'm going to get the Foundations price guide pulled up. I can't talk today.
I'm already doing it. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, I won't even worry about it. I'm going to worry more about the cards then.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, Doubling Season is like a $500 card. In Fracture Foil. Man. Okay. And I don't think that we can even get Mana Foil. Oh, Sire of 7 Deaths. I have that card, but not the Mana Foil. That's a $171 card. What is regular Sire going for? Sire of 7 Deaths. Oh, I've got to scroll quite a bit. He's not going for the 20 or $30 that I thought he was a while ago. Maybe I missed him. Anyway, okay, so we got Crypt Feaster. 4 mana for 3/4 with Menace. He's got Threshold, and whenever this creature attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, this creature gets a +2/+0 until end of turn.
Oh, by the way, Matt, the regular one is going for $25. The regular
nice. Sire. So I do have a pretty valuable Sire of 7 Deaths.
Still retained its value pretty well.
Yeah, and it's a cool card. How would you pronounce this?
Llanowar.
Llanowar?
Yeah.
And it just gets you mana. It's a mana 1/1. You don't send that to go die. You send that's your mana. An Uncharted Voyage for 4, instant. Target creature's owner puts it in their on their choice of top or bottom of their library. Surveil 1. That's kind of silly. It's like it's annoying but not detrimental.
Right.
Banishing Light. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. All right, X-Guard Cavalry. This 2-cost 2/2 taps to target creature gains haste until end of turn. Manatee. Manatee? Where are you seeing Manatee? I also wonder if the YouTube stream is like way behind. I don't know if it is. Manatee. What? What?
For mana. The
Oh.
mana creature.
I got it. He's a mana. Oh. Whisper, that's pretty good. I got to give you that. I'm here for that pun. I'm here for that. I'm really here for that. Love puns. Keep them up. I got like 2 voice lines. Treetop Snare Spinner. I've collected enough of these regular Foundations packs to start to realize that the commons are really common. This thing has Reach and Death Touch, and for 3 mana, I can put a 1/1 counter on any target creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. Asmar Guy, or Armasaur. Not Asmar. That's a silly word that I made up.
ASMR guide.
Yeah. Armasaur Guide. This thing's got Vigilance for 5 mana as a 4/4. When you attack with 3 or more creatures, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. And the Diregraph Ghoul. This creature enters tapped. He's just a 1-cost. He's in one of my pre-built decks in Arena. I've won a couple of times with that.
Nice. Oh, see, there it is.
Got to sell them too. Oh yeah. Buffer. I'm going way back in the chat. I know that you said that a while ago. Yeah, things have value only when I sell them. Foundations is good. Has just built my first homemade commander deck out of it. Did we play with that, Rook? Yeah, we did. That was your blue-green.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Aaron's favorite. I'm that one NPC who, if you talk to more than once, gets boring. I say nice. Yeah, Rook says nice a lot.
Nice.
Aswar. Swolasar. I say for real, and LMAO a ton. I say heckin' a lot. Heraldic Banner. As this artifact enters, choose a color, and creatures you control of the chosen color get a +1/+0. And you can tap this bad boy for 1 mana of the chosen color. Pretty neat. Wait, hold on. Where's our rare? Is this still coming? It must be. Spectral Sailor. 1/1 flash for 1. It's got flying. It's a flying 1/1 for 1. Wow. And for 4 mana, you can just draw 1. Actually, this pack has a ton of uncommons in it. 1, 2.
Yeah, a lot of uncommons.
Oh. So 3 uncommons so far. Maybe I was just getting excited. Guarded Air is a 1/1 for 6 mana. You get a heckin' 1/1. Just a flippin' little dinky 1/1 with lifelink. But when it enters, you create 2 3/3 white knight creature tokens. So for 6 mana, you get 2 3/3s and a 1/1. Not a bad deal. And this thing has lifelink. This is our rare. Preposterous Proportions. I'll say that again. Preposterous Proportions. I'll say it a third time. Preposterous Proportions. Creatures you control get +10, +10, and gain Vigilance until end of turn. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Wow.
Wowee, wow. Now, we got a campus guide. Here's just a foil common. When it enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, and then shuffle and put that card on top. And it could be this land. Oh, no, it's a basic land. Did it say basic land? For a basic land. So you can't even do this Tranquil Cove that you gain 1 life as it enters. Tapped. So no big heckin' hits out of that one. Come on, Foundations.
Yeah.
I want to retire.
I sense a big pull coming.
Yeah, that's this pack. This pack that I've been sitting on for months. That looks like a familiar Fox person. We didn't even get a token. Target creature gets -1/-0, and you get to draw a card for 1 mana. 1 mana, that's pretty cheap. I think. Healer's Hawk. Did we already get this? It's a 1/1 flying with lifelink for 1. Pretty good.
I play that a ton in my favorite arena deck.
And your favorite one?
white.
Did you craft that one yourself?
So it came
Kinda.
with most of it, but I slotted in probably half of it. But it's a black and white life gain token generating deck. Oh, it's got all the things I love. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, that sure strikes. For 2 mana, you can target creature and give it +3/+0, and it gains first strike until end of turn. So first strike attacks doesn't apply damage to it, right?
Well, it does eventually, but like let's say your first strike is enough to kill the other creature. If it
And
kills
only
the
if
other
it
creature,
only if
then
it
doesn't
kills
take
it.
any damage.
Gotcha.
Right.
So it essentially hits twice, but if it doesn't kill it on the first swing, then it could die if the thing that it's attacking or that's defending can kill it.
Well, so that's kind of you're describing double strike. So first strike is just like you take the turn first. You take the combat first instead of both applying at the same time. But then if your guy, since he has first strike, if he kills the other creature,
the damage
doesn't
isn't
get his
applied
turn.
at the same time. So first
Right.
strike doesn't hit twice. First strike just means if you can attack it and kill it without dying.
you don't take any damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fake your own death. It's Tiny Bones. I love Tiny Bones. Observe Tiny Bones in a second print. Do like Tiny Bones. Until end of turn, target creature gets +2/+0 and gains. Whenever this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control and create a treasure token. Not bad. Bite Down. This is a fun one. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. So it's not fight. It's not double strike. It's just this damage goes to that. And then you could drop this bad boy, Refute, and counter target spell, draw a card, and then discard a card. I said no, says the flavor text.
Nice.
How fun.
See, there I go again.
Evolving Wilds. We know this one. You can tap to sacrifice it, and then search your library for a basic land, put it into the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. Sanguine Siphoner. With this one, whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. How fun. I like that card. I like red, and I like black. Those are my favorite colors. Affectionate Indrik. It looks like he's going to push that guy right off of the wall. That guy's about to die.
From affection.
Bye, boys. Traveling with a coworker, so can't be ignoring them and listening to stream. Bye, Lil. See you if you come back. We'll be on for a little bit longer. Alrighty. After affectionate Indric. Oh, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. Each deals damage equal to its power to each other. So it's just combat. It's just combat before combat. Youthful Valkyrie. Flying for 2. You get a 1/3 flying. Whenever another angel you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Another incoming. Sky Did I already get my rare? Did we see that already?
I don't believe so.
No, it's under this. This 5 cost 4/3 has flying and raid. When it enters, if you attack this turn, draw a card. Seems expensive. I don't like it. Extravagant Replication is our rare enchantment for 6. You can, at the beginning of your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of another target non-land permanent you control. That could be nuts. And we got a Goblin Surprise. 3 mana. Choose one. Creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn, or you can create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. And the flavor text is, hey, your door's broken. Ha! We're Goblin Surprise. This card has some weird, I don't know, it feels different than the back of, I don't know, like, it almost has like a matte finish. Get it? Because my name is Matt.
Whereas the other ones have more of a rook finish.
Yeah.
But
can't really, maybe you can. Maybe you can't. It legitimately feels, the back of this feels different. And I don't know if it's the foil or not. All right. So we've got a stack of cards that are as valuable as, well, I'm just going to play with them. They're just going to be the cards that I use to play. In the future, we're going to be doing themed Commander nights, Commander streams, where we spin essentially a color wheel, and we will build a monocolor Commander deck out of whatever color Rook, Aaron, and myself spin. So that'll be fun because I think we're gonna call it Bulk Brawl. And yeah, so that'll be fun. It'll be fun. You should watch it. It'll be great. Because you know, the different colors in Magic excel at specific things, and it could be wild and crazy. And I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. So more info on that to come. We got to get through House of Dargons first, which might be a very long series. We might just have to add Commander Nights. But House of Dargons is our Dungeons & Dragons series that we stream to Twitch and YouTube on Tuesdays at 8:30 Eastern. That's this time slot. We would normally be playing House of Dargons, our Dungeons & Dragons, right now, but we couldn't. The homies had other obligations that made it challenging to be here tonight. So Rook and I are like, you know what? We're gonna open some heckin' cards, yo. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I need to take a quick bio break, so let me leave interesting things on the screen. And I'm gonna get a little bit of some tunes, playing soft tunes, and I will be right back. Oh boy, we got best viewers on streamboo.com. Remove this space. Do a Minecraft stream. I hear you, Whisper. I hear you. And we're gonna, because Rook committed us to this.
I sure did, unilaterally.
Rook said, I'll make a decision for us.
Yeah.
So, we will. We will. Gotta figure out the logistics, because Rook is gonna have to do this with me. He can't just commit me to it.
We'll
He's
do it
in
together.
this.
We'll have like a... We'll make a mini game out of it.
A mini game? Like a small game?
Or like I don't know, who can survive the longest in the hardest difficulty or something like that.
First to build something or other?
Yeah.
All right, I'm here for it. We'll have to get creative. We're gonna have to be creative. All right, I'm gonna turn the music back off because, you know, when I go back through and edit this, I don't want to have music on top to, you know, goof everything. All right, I know we were vibing to that music. That's The Legend of Zelda Ultimate Lo-Fi and Chill Hop album mix. It's got a whole bunch of views and, surprisingly, fewer subscribers than NerdHaus does. Subscribe to NerdHaus. That's us. Subscribe here. If you like this content, we're going to be doing we do a lot of this stuff. We open cards.
Yeah,
we open Magic. We open Pokemon. We open Yu-Gi-Oh! Less frequently, but we open Yu-Gi-Oh! Rook is editing a video that we play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards that we opened.
Yeah, it's great fun.
Let's see, what else do we do, Rook? We play House of Dargons. We stream it, and that's on Tuesdays at 8:30 Eastern. What else do we do, Rook?
We do scripted content.
We sure do. What kind of content is that? Funny.
It's like scripted game content.
Yeah.
But it's also funny.
We put a lot of effort, a lot of soul into the stuff that we make. Don't we, Rook?
You betcha.
Oh, you know it. All right. Next up is the Bloomburrow pre-release box that I got. And I'm wishing that I just left it in the pre-release box so that I could be like, oh yeah, this is what's in a pre-release kit. Where are the cards? I had to use the bathroom. All right. So we're going to start opening the Bloomburrow. We got 6 packs of these bad boys. Give that a little tap. Heck yeah. We're going to open these. I actually won this box. So our local card shop has these tokens that you can go to it's like a big gumball machine. You get little coins out of it. And depending on the color of the coin, you get a certain prize. And I won a pre-release kit or pre-release box. And I was like, heck yeah, give me the Bloomburrow set. And they did. So that is this. And I see that there are no badges or like stamps on this. So I don't know what that really means. But I was under the impression that pre-release cards were going to have that. I guess I'm wrong. It's in there. I don't know what's in there, but it is. Brubel, I'm right there with you. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know that it's here, and I know that I want it. All right, so we got, oh boy, Sazakap's Brew. This, I can gift a tapped fish. What do we got going on with this? Gift a tapped fish. You may promise an opponent a gift as you cast this spell. If you do, they create a tapped 1/1 blue fish creature token before its other effects. Why would I just want to do that? Other than like in-game politics. Maybe that's exactly why. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. So I'm giving up a card to play this card. A target player draws 2 cards. If the gift was promised, target creature you control gets +2/+0 until end of turn. So if I promise if I promise I give you a fish, Rook, and I give you that fish, then I get to draw 2 cards, and I get a +2/+0.
Otherwise, you just draw 2 cards.
Otherwise, oh yeah, target player draws 2 cards. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Maybe I don't want to give you the fish. Maybe the fish is mine. Probably Beseech the Mirror or Agatha's Soul Cauldron. And Lil says, I think that's I'm here. My coworker plays Magic. He went to Magic Con in Chicago. I have way too much social anxiety to do that.
Maybe someday.
Right, maybe someday. All right, so we keep going. Nocturnal Hunger, 3 cost instant. I get to gift a food. This is a very generous set so far. Goes crazy in Madness decks. Let's see. I get to gift a food and destroy target creature. And if the gift wasn't promised, oh, like if I don't follow through on it, if I don't
you don't give him the food. Basically,
if I don't give him the food, I lose 2 life. I don't want to lose 2 life. Says the man streaming on Twitch and YouTube. What did I say?
Oh, social anxiety.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Streaming to 11 homies. We got 11 homies total watching our little production. Like, subscribe, and follow, based on the appropriate or the contextually relevant platform that you're viewing on. I appreciate you. You the MVP. Again, we do content like this pretty routinely. I like cards. Druid of the Spade, as long as you control a token, Druid of the Spade gets +2 and +0 and has trample. So it could be a 4/3 for 3 with trample. Shore up. And this 1 cost instant. Target creature you control gets 1/1 and gains hexproof until end of turn. Untap it. Pretty neat. Life Creed Duo. This Batbird. Heckin' Batbird, I tell you what. 2 costs 1/2. Flying, and whenever another creature you control enters, gain a life. Wow, wow, wow. I like tokens. I would like that. Hidden Grotto. This land, when it enters, surveil 1. I can tap it for colorless, or I can pay 1 and tap to add 1 mana of any color. That's expensive just for 1 mana of any color. All right, we're still in the commons. Seapod Squire, 3/3 for 4. Whenever it attacks, target creature you control without flying gets 1/1 until end of turn. Uncommon Fireglass Mentor. Let's go. Red-black, I like red-black. At the beginning of your second main phase, if an opponent lost life this turn, exile the top 2 cards of your library, choose one of them, and until end of turn, you may play that card. Oh, this one's so cute. Look at the little bunny rabbit with the little bow and arrow. No more ooh-woo speak from me. I apologize for that.
Ooh-woo?
Ooh-woo. Equipped creature gets 1/1 and has vigilance and reach. Pretty neat. Equip 1. I would hope that it's got reach with a short bow. Teapot Slinger. This is like if Rocket Raccoon got like particularly angry. This Raccoon Warrior, 4 cost, 3/4, has Menace. And whenever you expend 4, this thing deals 2 damage to each opponent. You expend 4 as you spend your 4th total mana to cast this spell during a turn. But that does not add up. You can't just spend 8 mana and be like, oh, I get to do this twice, as I learned. Right, Rook? Am I correct on that?
I believe so.
I think you were the one that looked up that ruling, too. Plume Creed Escort. He's a bird scout. Kind of looks more like a bee to me. Oh, no, it almost looks like a peacock hummingbird with a mace. Yikes. This 2/1 flyer has flash, and when it enters, target creature you control gains hexproof until end of turn. Here's a rare Manifold Mouse. This mouse soldier has Offspring 2. You may pay an additional 2 as you cast a spell, and if you do, when it enters, create a 1/1 token copy of it. Pretty cool. Can you do that only once? Or could you pay like 4 and get 2? Rook? Rook?
My audio just cut out.
Oh. I can hear you again.
I heard Manifold Mouse, and I didn't hear anything after that.
Oh.
What happened?
It's got Offspring 2, and you can pay an additional 2 to cast it, and if you do, you create a 1/1 token copy of it. Can you pay Offspring 2 more than once? Like, could I pay 4 and get 2 token copies?
No, I'm pretty sure it's just the one. Like,
just the
you
one?
pay 2, and that's the Offspring ability, right?
I guess that makes sense. Well, that was a rare. A land. A full art land. It's a pretty neat land. I like that land. Full art Schwamp.
Ooh.
I would use it.
Matt, that Manifold Mouse is $2.
Hey, let's go. I think I paid... how much did I pay for it? For the box that I won. I don't know. I'm not making my money back until we open the Tarkir Dragonstorm collector boosters. Baby.
That's right.
This uncommon Flame Cash Gecko is a lizard warlock for 2 cost 2/2. When he enters, if an opponent has lost life this turn, I get to add 2 mana. And for 2 mana, I can discard a card and draw a card. All right, let's motor into this one. Motor right on in. We're not even gonna get excited about this one. Whoa!
I like that energy.
Yeah, what energy is it? Might of the Meek.
I meant like the.
Huh?
I meant like motoring right on in, but now I've slowed us down by talking about it. So
now we might as well have just continued the regular pace. Our regularly scheduled programming, if you will. All right, so Might of the Meek, target creature gains trample until end of turn. And it also gets +1/+0 until end of turn if you control a mouse. And I can draw a card. For 1 mana, I can just draw a card. Starlit Soothsayer, a 2/2 bat cleric. With flying, of course, because that's what bats do. And that's some crazy art. That's pretty crazy. Kind of silly. Anyway, at the beginning of your end step, if you gained or lost life this turn, surveil 1. High Stride, 1 cost, instant for +1/+3 and gains reach until end of turn. And heckin' untap it. BTW, it's a Minecraft hack. Huh? What's a Minecraft hack? Might of the Meek?
I don't know.
All right, so High Stride, and next we got Dazzling Denial. That sounds like a counterspell. Yep, it is. Counter target spell unless controller pays 2. And if you control a bird, counter that spell unless its controller pays 4 instead. I got this flock of birds that says you have to pay more to counter my counter. Intrepid Rabbit. Offspring 1. And I just make a 1/1 token copy of it for 1 more mana. And when it enters, target creature you control gets 1/1 until end of turn. Uncharted Haven enters tapped, and I choose a color, and I get to tap for 1 mana of the chosen color. Head of the Homestead. And when it enters, create 2 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens. I want to make a rabbit deck that's just like an assault of rabbits. That seems like it could be silly. Here's an uncommon Tangled Tumbler. It's a vehicle. Getting back into the the spirit of Aetherdrift. Vigilance, and for 3 and tap it, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Oh, but you don't have to crew this one. Tap 2 tap 2 untapped tokens you control. Tangled Tumbler becomes an artifact creature. Oh, so it kind of does have crew. You just have to tap 2 untapped tokens.
Yeah, that's weird how it's phrased like that.
Maybe I do have
that was
this.
Before.
Maybe I do have this card already. Another uncommon. Harnesser of Storms. This otter wizard is adorable. I'm sure this otter wizard isn't that threatening or territorial or whatever. I bet you it is an adorable otter, because that is all otters are. Whenever you cast a non-creature or otter spell, you may exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, you may play that card. This ability triggers only once each turn. I'm not really huge on the exile the top card and you can play it, because if you can't afford it, then you can't play it. So I unless you got a ton of mana, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that mechanic. Burrowguard Mentor. This is a 2-cost star with trample. It's a rabbit. Off to a good start for my rabbit deck that I want to make. With trample, Burrowguard Mentor's power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you control. So if I have, a Zerg swarm of rabbits, I got a Zerg swarm bat that this Burrowguard Mentor. And our rare is Kitnap. It's a baby raccoon. Right? A baby raccoon's a kit?
Or
is that a fox?
So. I know maybe fox is.
Well, that looks like a raccoon to me. And raccoons are adorable. Gift a card.
They're also called kids.
Gift a card. You may promise an opponent a gift as you cast the spell. If you do, when it enters, they draw a card. Wow. You can enchant creature. When it enters, tap enchanted creature. If the gift wasn't promised, put 3 stun counters on it. Oh, that sounds mean. You control enchanted creature. Okay. So you basically, as long as you let your opponent draw a card, you can steal their card. And if you don't let them have it, you can still steal their card. It's just stunned for 3 turns.
Right, so that it definitely incentivizes letting them draw a card.
Yeah. A stunned card, do the triggered abilities work on a stunned card?
I don't believe so. I could be wrong. I think stun is like it's on
like
the
it
battlefield,
just deactivates
but,
it.
Can't do anything.
It's an off card. This is a full art. We ready for this?
Ooh.
Mist breath. I can't read. Elder. Is this a hit? It's probably not.
It's 47 cents.
Yes! Making our money back, baby.
Yeah.
This 1-cost 2/2 Frog Warrior. Look at that froggy. At the beginning of your upkeep, return another creature you control to its owner's hand. And if I played this, I could just give back the card that I stole. And if you do, put a 1/1 counter on this card. Otherwise, you may return this card to its owner's hand. So I play it, and at the beginning of my upkeep, if I don't return another card to my hand, this just comes back into my hand.
I'm double checking the effect here. If you do, that's exactly what it is, because it's only a 1-cost 2/2. So like
so it's got to be expensive somehow, right?
Right.
Next up, we've got our full art land, a lovely plains, and another Uncharted Haven. This one is shiny. I'm here for the foil. All right, we got 4 more Bloomburrow packs and then 3 of the collector Tarkir boosters. Collector boosters. We got an art card. A scary rabbit with a scary scythe. But otherwise, we've got Sun Shower Druid. And this enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, and you gain 1 life. It's a 0/2. Dazzling Denial. We already know that that's a counter spell. Banishing Light. When it enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Banishing Light leaves the battlefield. Pretty standard, just removal. Enchantment. Frilled Spark Shooter. This Lizard Archer has Menace and Reach. And as it enters with a 1/1 counter on it, and if an opponent lost life this turn. Starlit Soothsayer is a 2/2 Bat Cleric. We've already seen this one. High Stride, we've seen it. Head of the Homestead. Here we go. This will go well. Did we already get this one as well? When it enters, create 2 1/1 White Rabbit creature tokens. Galewind Moose. It's an elemental elk, which I think is different than a moose. I'm pretty sure that moose and elk are different. I could be wrong.
Technically different species, but
so
I think a moose is technically an elk, but it's like a.
But an elk isn't really a moose.
Right.
A square, a rectangle is a square, but a square is not a rectangle.
Actually, they're both deer. They're deer species, technically.
They look more like horses up close. You ever seen a deer the size of, you ever been close to an elk? They are huge.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, this thing has flash. It's Surprise Moose. They should call this Surprise Moose. It has Vigilance, Reach, and Trample. Holy cow, for 6/6. For 6. Wow, 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 wow. Long River Lurker. This gives me Old Greg vibes. And if you don't know Old Greg, I encourage you to find out about Old Greg. It'll change your life for better and worse. It's got Ward 1. Other frogs you control have Ward 1. I bet you if we got Garrett to play this game with us, he would make a frog deck. Or a raccoon deck. Great. I don't know if there are enough raccoons. When this thing enters, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. And whenever that creature deals combat damage this turn, you may exile it. And if you do, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. I'm Old Greg. Sends Spooter after him, after the moose. Surprise Moose. Seedglaive Mentor. This mouse soldier has haste and vigilance. And he's valiant, and what that means, and I'll tell you, whenever Seedglaive Mentor becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. Neato. Our rare for the pack, Manifold Mouse. We've already gotten Manifold Mouse, didn't we? At the beginning of combat on your turn, target mouse you control gains your choice. Oh, we didn't get this yet. gets your choice of double strike or trample until end of turn.
Oh, you got it. That was the $2.43 card.
Oh, hey, now we're up to like $5. Almost $5. Yo,
yeah.
we got a mythic. Season of Gathering. Let's go. 6 cost sorcery. Choose up to 5 paw prints worth of modes. You may choose the same mode more than once. Oh, so you kind of have an allowance here.
Yeah.
1, you get a 1/1 counter on a target creature you control. It gains vigilance and trample until end of turn. For 2, choose target artifact or enchantment. Destroy all permanents of the chosen type. Ooh.
Whoa.
For 3, draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. And if you're running green, you're probably going to be pulling a lot of cards. Is this worth anything?
That is worth $4.20, baby. Biggest hit of the night.
Oh, we just doubled our money, baby. And a shiny land. This foil is actually, slightly better feeling than the other foils. Gosh, the edges of these cards are so bad. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Magic or Wizards doesn't care as much about the edges of their cards. And then we got a Pond Prophet. When it enters, draw a card for 2 mana. And it's a 1/1. Pretty cool. Let's not focus so much on the commons in this one, you think?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Our art card is a signed Froggy. Might of the Meek, we know this one. Thornplate Intimidator. That's all right, I think, probably. The target opponent loses 3 life unless they sacrifice something. Oh, this one's a Squirrel Raccoon. I think Garrett would play as many raccoons as he could. Garrett! Where the heck are you? And you, when he enters, make a food token. Of course he makes a food token. Shore Up. I think we've seen this one. Warren Elder. For 4 mana, creatures you control get 1/1 until end of turn. And if you have a pile of rabbits, that's a lot of 1/1s.
Good.
This instant, target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Create a food token. And we get a Cindering Cutthroat. Enters with a 1/1, and for 2, you can gain menace until end of turn. All right, now we've got our uncommon. Ruthless Negotiation. There is a raccoon on this. Therefore, Garrett would play it. And it looks like is that an otter? Or like a fox?
I think that's an otter, yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, target opponent exiles a card from their hand. If this spell was cast from a graveyard, draw a card. It's got flashback. So you get to do it twice. Hop to it. I'll put that to my rabbits. Create 3 rabbits. A Spellgeyer. I think that's how you'd pronounce that. There's otters on this one for sure. Or is that a beaver? Nope. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Creative liberties, I guess. Choose 1, counterspell, or surveil 2 and then draw 2. Huskburster Swarm. Is those bees?
Ooh.
Yikes. I don't like it. That's an 8 cost. 6/6. And it costs 1 less to cast for each creature card you own in exile and in your graveyard. Menace and Death Touch. So at the minimum, this could cost 1.
Yeah, just 1 black mana for a 6/6. Wow.
Wow. Hearthborn Battler is our rare. Lizard Warlock with haste. 3 cost 2/3. When a player casts their second spell each turn, this thing deals 2 damage to target opponent. Our full art plains and our common shiny. Scales of Shale. What the shale? The Scales of Shale.
What the shit?
It costs 1 last to cast for each lizard you control. And target creature gets +2/+0 and gains lifelink and indestructible until end of turn. Neato. I think we got through that a little bit at a better pace, right?
I agree.
We're gonna slow
Very much
way the heck down on the collector booster,
Oh yeah.
because we are going to savor all the money I spent on that stupid thing, on those 3 packs. We're gonna savor it. All right. Banishing Light. Starlit Soothsayer, that's our 3rd one so far. High Stride, that's our 3rd one. Dazzling Denial, that's our 3rd one. Intrepid Rabbit, that's our 2nd one. Heaped Harvest, here we go. This is just food. When it enters and when you sacrifice it, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tapped, and shuffle. And for 2 and tap it, sacrifice it, and you gain 3 life. Fountain Port Bell. When it enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal and shuffle it, and put that card on top. Draw a card to sacrifice this thing. Downwind Ambusher. It's a 4/2 for 4. With Flash, when Downwind Ambusher enters, choose 1. Target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. That's a lot of mana to do that. Well, I guess it's also a creature. It's a skunk assassin. Sneaky little guys. Or you can destroy target creature and opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Valley Rally. That's real cute. I hate how cutesy all these cards are. And I love it. But I also hate it. And you can quote me on that. You can gift a food, and creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. If the gift was promised, target creature you controls gain 1st strike until end of turn. I do kind of like the sharing mechanic, because then it can be like, who wants to be my friend right now? You want a food? You want a food? You want a fish? I'll give you a fish. Fish token was my very first Magic card.
It's true. Go back and look at the video.
Overprotect. For 2 mana, target creature you control gets 3/3 and trample and hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. Dang, that's covering all your bases.
$1.45.
That's $1.45. Let's go. We're making our money back, baby. If we sell it, if I sell it. Oak Hollow Village. You can tap it for colorless or tap it for green and spend this mana only to cast a creature, or for another one and tap this, put a 1/1 counter on each frog, rabbit, raccoon, or squirrel you control that entered the battlefield this turn. Get a mountain of rabbits, tap this, now they're Stronk boys for cheap. Our rare. Cruel Claws Heist. Sorcery. Gift a card. Why is my camera shaking? Oh, because the almost midnight train is going by. And it's actually shaking my camera.
Wow.
I can barely hear it. I can feel it a little bit in the ground, in the floor, because I'm in the basement. That's kind of crazy that it's, shaking the camera. That I'm going to make sure that train's gone before we open any of that the Tarkir. Anyway, you can gift a card, and for 2 mana, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it, exile the card, and if the gift was promised, you may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled, and mana of any type can be spent to cast it. That's pretty good. Is this card any good, Rick?
It is 32 cents.
So no! Kinda. Pauper. Ooh, here's our land. We get a full art Iceland. That's how you pronounce it. And our foil is this common Crummin' Get It. Gift of food. Target creature you controls gets 2/2 until end of turn. And if you followed through on your food, it also gains indestructible until end of turn. I do kind of like that. I might do something like that for one of our Commander games. It'd be pretty fun, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh sure.
Oh yeah.
Don't you know? Okay. This is our very last Bloomburrow booster. Let's see what's in it.
Get some heat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Saving the best for last, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Let's heckin' go.
Yeah, no.
Oh, and that opens so clean. Oh, so clean. All right, it's time for heat. For the cash grab, mill 4 cards. You may put a permanent card from among those cards milled this way into your hand, and if you control a squirrel or returned a squirrel card to your hand this way, create a food token. Bellowing Crier. These are new cards so far. It's a Frog Advisor. And when it enters, draw a card, then discard a card. Pelleted Provisioner. And it enters, and you get a 1/1 counter on target creature you control without flying. Raccoon Rallier. I've seen this card before. Tap this card. Target creature you control gains haste until end of turn and activate only as a sorcery. The Agate Blade Assassin. It's a Lizard Assassin. That's going kind of hard, too. Whenever this card attacks, defending player loses 1 life and you gain a life. Veteran Guard Mouse. Needlessly adorable. It's adorable. For a common, it's got Valiant. Which means when this card becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, it gets 1/0 and gains first strike until end of turn. And scry 1. I do like scrying. Moonrise Cleric. This is a different art, isn't it?
Appears to be the only one.
Did we? Oh, we only had one Moonrise Cleric?
That was a different cleric.
Oh, there's a different Bat Cleric? So many Bat Clerics.
Yeah, like Starlight or something.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Well, whenever this one attacks, I gain a life. It's kind of neat. The Tidecaller Mentor. This bad boy, this rat wizard, which feels like I'm being mean to it, has Menace and Threshold. And when it enters, if 7 or more cards are in your graveyard, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Huge. This uncommon is an enchantment class. This heckin' lizard doesn't really understand what an anvil does, because it looks like he's just chopping right through that stump. Let's see. Each gain the next level as a sorcery to add to this ability. Okay. So I just got to cast the next one. So I cast level 1 for 1. When Blacksmith's Talent enters, create a colorless equipment artifact token named Sword with equipped creature gets 1/1 and equipped 2. Level 2 costs 3 mana. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, each equipment you control, at the beginning of combat on your turn, attach target equipment you control to up to 1 target creature you control. Okay, I guess that's neat. Level 3 costs 4 mana. During your turn, equipped creatures you control have double strike and haste. That's kind of nice. Is this worth anything? Probably not worth much.
21 cents.
21 cents. Love it. This one is also uncommon. Lily Splash Mentor. This frog druid has reach. 4 costs for 4 and reach. And for 3 more mana, I can exile another target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a 1/1 counter on it. activate as a sorcery. Got an uncommon. Calamitous Tide. 6 mana to cost this bad boy. This sorcery. Wouldn't want that flowing at me. That looks like a calamitous tide, or a tsunami, if you will. There's a specific word for it. Return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hands. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. This one, I think, is a full art. Yo! This Mouse Bard, Whisker Veil Forerunner. He's the only mouse Forerunner in the Halo universe. This Mouse Bard has Valiant, which means whenever it becomes the target of a spell or an ability you control for the first time each turn, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a card with mana value 3 or less from among them, and you may put it into the battlefield if it's my turn. And if you don't put it in the battlefield, put it into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in a random order. Is that worth anything?
Get the top loader ready. That is 28 cents.
Yeah, let's go, baby! Our full art Forest and an uncommon foil Persistent Marsh Stalker. This Rat Berserker. Wouldn't want that coming at me. You think you could fight off 100 of those? This thing gets +1/+0 for each other rat you control, and it's got Threshold. When you attack with 1 or more rats, if 7 or more cards are in your graveyard, you may pay 3, and if you do, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking. That's it for Bloomburrow, Aetherdrift, and Foundations. We got a pile of cardboard. We got a heckin' pile of cardboard.
That's a couple decks right there.
That's a couple of decks right there. We opened, so far we've opened 12 packs. This is 12 packs of Magic, and we opened 2 packs of Dragon Ball Z. Or Dragon Ball. It's not Dragon Ball Z. I keep calling it Dragon Ball Z. That's wrong. It's not Dragon Ball Z. It's Dragon Ball. Which, you know, honestly, I kind of want to get more of those. I don't know. It's kind of fun opening them. Opening
something different.
Yeah, something different. I really want the Gundam set. I just want it to be, you know, locally provided. I don't want to have to, you know, go out and buy them. All right. Let me wet the old whistle. I'm going to edit this down into a video too. This video cost...
Right,
what?
I'm sorry, I'm getting the price guide pulled up, so you don't even have to worry about it.
Hey, I appreciate that. So this video cost $100 for 3 packs. Magic, at least on the collector booster end, is a really expensive game. But they give you really pretty cards, so worth it? Let's find out. All right, so at the expense of my wallet and money that I could have spent on food, I have 3 Tarkir Dragonstorm collector booster packs. There's some pretty good cards in here. Pretty cool arts. Pretty much if we wanted one card to, you know, make up for how much I spent on these packs, really we just want anything that's Halo foil, and especially Yugen. Specifically, Yugen Eye of the Storms. I don't know if that's how you say it, if that's how you pronounce his name. We're going to go with it, because nobody's correcting me right now. So it's Yugen.
I've always said Ugin, but it's Yugen.
Ugin,
whatever you want to call him.
That's what Ryu says in Street Fighter. Ugin. Or Ryu, however you want to pronounce that. That's also up for debate. All right.
Tomato type situation.
Yeah, okay. So either Yugen or Ugin. We want the Eye of the Storms in Halo foil. We want Elspeth, Stormslayer in Showcase Halo foil. We want Crater Hoof Behemoth in Halo foil. We want Draco Genesis, Clarion Conqueror, and more Ugin and All Out Assault and Elspeth, and all of that. At least right now is about $100. All those cards are $100 or more. So that'll make up for these if we pull any of those. We're going to start with this bad boy. Oh, I almost feel bad opening these, but I've been sitting on these for weeks. I really want to open them. Oh, boy. All right. Just give me the cards without ruining them. Boy, they really give you the premium... the premium package. All right. Here we go. We got a heckin' token. And thereafter, we got Songcrafter Mage. Is that foil? That is foil. Okay, I said that we were gonna go painfully slow watching or with these cards. This Songcrafter Mage is a 3/2 with Flash. He's a human bard. When it enters, target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains Harmonize until end of turn, and its Harmonize cost is equal to its mana cost. That's pretty cool. You get to just play it from your graveyard. Kind of neat. Next, we've got Nature's Rhythm. It's like a breadstick. It's unlike a breadstick because this nature has rhythm. It also looks like it belongs in Bloomburrow. But that's okay. It's a 2-cost X, 2-cost green. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less and put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Wow. Harmonize for, 2 more green, you can do that again.
You want me to call out these prices?
Yes, actually.
Only for the big hitters.
Yeah, I will be curious.
The first one was under $1.
Okay.
Nature's Rhythm, $3.68 for that borderless.
Not bad. What about Fangkeeper's Familiar? This snake has Flash, and I get to choose one. I gain 1 life and Surveil 3, destroy target enchantment, or counter target creature spell.
47 cents.
Ah, sadness. What about Will of the Teamer? This 6-cost, I can't talk! Sorcery, choose one. If you control a commander, as you cast this spell, you may choose both instead. I do like choosing both. You can create a token that's a copy of target permanent, except it's a 4/4 dragon creature with flying in addition to its other types. Or, if you control a commander, target player draws cards equal to the greatest mana value among permanents you control. Any heat there? Probably not.
$1.66.
Nice! Next, we've got Shiny Rare. This is a rare land. It enters tapped unless you control a forest or a plains. You can tap it for black, or you can pay 2 and exile a creature card from your graveyard and create a 1/1 white spirit creature token. Love those. Land again. We got a dragon, the Dragon Shadow regular swamp. We want the lands that we really want are like the Dragon Eyes, the Dragon Eye lands.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with islands. Get it?
The Dragon Islands.
All right, we got a common. We're not even going to bother with this one. This Island Dragon. Oh my god, I hate that this happens.
Speaking of Dragon Islands.
Man.
Speak of the devil.
This one's foil. This one's not. I know they're both worthless. Dragon Claw Strike. Double the power and toughness of target creature you control until end of turn. Then it fights up to one target creature an opponent controls. Buffer says, boo! This one, Mystic Monastery. This land enters tapped. I got 3 lands in this pack. But this one is a 3 land dealy do. Or 3 multicolor land. Here for it. This one is a 1 black instant. Target creature gets +1/-1 until end of turn, and then when it dies under your control, this turn, draw 2 cards. Maybe I'm just trying to kill my stuff. This common, Molten Exhale. You may cast this as though it had flash if you behold a dragon as an additional cost to cast it. I just got to show you a dragon to behold it, or if it's just already on the field. Molten Exhale deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. It's like Lightning Strike, but one more mana, and you have to have a dragon to make it do stuff. A 4th land in this pack. Give me a break. Enters tapped. I gain a life, and I can tap for green or white. Focus the Mind. I know that that's worthless. Costs 2 less to cast if you cast another spell this turn. Draw 3 cards and then discard a card. This Riling Dawnbreaker, also worthless. Boy. Didn't get $30 out of this pack. I think I got like 9 at the most.
But you're getting the snooze pack out of the way early.
That was that was the pack that wasn't exciting. We've got 2 more. Rook, I'll let you pick.
One on the left.
This one?
Yeah.
I would have picked that one too. All right.
Heck yeah,
so
same wavelength.
I think we're minus $25 right now. Oof. It's not about the investment. It's about the pretty cardboard that we get out of these packs, right? That's what it's about.
Right.
I'm going to remind myself of that unless, I dig myself out. Cards are not an investment. Disclaimer. Don't bend them. Boy, can you tell that I don't open the premium packs very often? Because I'm a poor boy. Kind of. I make enough to buy these. A token copy. This token can be used to represent a copy of something else. Well, that sure is nice of it. Oh boy. We might have something big. So that says M for Mythic. Here we go. I missed it. Come on. Yo!
What kind is that?
This is just a regular foil. Ugin Eye of the Storm, baby.
Okay.
It's just a regular foil. It is the showcase.
Showcase. That's $120.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Right.
Hey, we made our money back. This is all free now, right? Let's
go.
Woo! Oh, I'm stoked. I'm heckin' stoked.
That's what we've been waiting for.
Yo! Loud environment. My watch is upset with me. I can give myself hearing loss with that. We're not going to play around with this. I just want to make sure that I didn't accidentally spit on it. We're going to, gingerly remove that and cautiously insert that into a heckin' sleeve. We're not playing around with that one. Let's go! Oh, I'm real happy. I'm real happy about that. Don't mute me, Rook, for real. Yo, I'm almost shaking. What else do we have in here? What else? What else do we have? Sinkhole Surveyor. We're playing for free now, baby. Sinkhole Surveyor. This thing is a 1/3 with flying, and whenever it attacks, you lose a life, and this creature endures 1. I forget what endure means.
I don't remember either. Let me see.
Man, I'm losing it. I'm heckin' stoked. $120 on that Ugin. Or Ugin, I don't know. We're all wrong. Eugene.
You never know.
Can you imagine if it was Eugene?
or Ugin.
Ugin. All right. This
endure is it?
What?
You get a +1/+1 counter, or you create a 1/1 spirit creature token.
Nice. Is it worth anything? Probably not.
It is worth 33 cents.
Nice. What about Teamer Battle Crier? I know that's worthless. During your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less for each creature you control with power 4 or less. Or greater, rather. I can't read. / I refuse to read. Will of the Teamer. We already read this one. What about Ambling Storm Shell? I hardly care about these cards now.
I'll shout out anything above $1.
Okay. This one is a 5/9 for 5. Ward 2, whenever this creature attacks, put 3 stun counters on it and draw 3 cards. Whenever you cast a turtle spell, untap this creature. Wow. That's not worth anything?
That is not.
Oh! Yo! This pack is huge!
Nice.
Yo! I think that this is like $5. It's got to be, right? Survey says.
Oh, did I get cut off?
Yes, you did.
It's $3.19.
You know, that's pretty decent. Uncommon, the Sonic Shrieker. The I don't know what this border is called. I don't think it's worth anything. Sonic Shrieker is a 4/4 with flying. When it enters, it deals 2 damage to any target, and you gain 2 life. If a player is dealt damage this way, they discard a card. Whirling Stormbrood. Last time that I got a blue dragon, I had another blue dragon underneath it. Flash and flying, you may cast this, blah, 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 blah. It's one of those Omen ones. All right, the Jeskai Shrine Keeper. I know that there's nothing exciting about that one. Shocking Sharpshooter. This boy has reach, and when another creature you control enters, deals 1 damage to target opponent. Roiling Dragonstorm. That's pretty metal. When it enters, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. When a dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to its owner's hand. And then we got Devoted Duelist. This goblin monk that seems a little out of place considering all the dragons being in the same pack as this freaking Ugin. We're all wrong. And yeah, haste, whatever. And our other shiny common is, we got 2 more commons. This Piercing Exhale, Behold a Dragon, and it deals damage equal to target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to a creature or planeswalker. If a dragon was beheld, surveil 2. When this creature, then this Sibsig Appraiser, this zombie advisor, when it enters, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. And then we have a Delta Bloodfly, also known as a big mosquito. All right, let's focus our attention on Ugin, Eye of the Storms. If this was Halo foil, this would have been the best card in the set, which is kind of neat because that is in this pack. Can you imagine? Can you freaking imagine?
As it stands, it's only the 6th best card, but that's still huge.
The one that I'm holding?
Yep, that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty good. That's pretty heckin' good. Yeah, because this is $399 or number 399. Yeah, $120. Wow. Huge pull. I appreciate you, Buffer. When you cast this spell, exile up to one target permanent that's one or more colors. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, exile up to one target permanent that's one or more colors. Wow. So, just lodge that into an Eldrazi deck and you're just exiling stuff all day.
For free.
Yeah. It's +2. You gain 3 life and draw a card. For 0, you get 3 colorless mana. And for -11, so you got to do this, you got to gain 3 life and draw a card twice to get its -11 just the once. Search your library for any number of colorless non-land cards, exile them, then shuffle. Until end of turn, you may cast those cards without paying their mana cost.
Oh my gosh. So dump your whole Eldrazi deck, and then if you have that Eldrazi commander that I have, you copy them all, that's game over.
Yeah. Holy cow. Wow. Wow. I'm stoked. I'm so thrilled with that. I can't believe it.
Awesome.
All right, well, like I said, we're playing for free. We're up $30, something like that. We're about up about $30. I'm gonna go with that. This is our last pack because I only got 3 of these. Because these packs are expensive, and you know what? I don't want to say it paid off, but I'm pretty happy with the haul. Really want a Halo foil. Almost anything Halo foil. Not almost anything. There's a few things Halo foil that we want out of this. Clarion Conqueror, Dracogenesis, Craterhoof Behemoth, Elspeth Stormslayer, or the Halo foil of Ugin. Who knows? I don't know what it's called. I don't know how to read. And I've never been accused of knowing how to read. So
you beat the knowing how to read allegations.
Right. No one has accused me of being able to read.
I've just never heard it phrased that way. That's great.
All right. You ready, Rook?
I'm ready.
Or should I open the other one?
Do the other one.
I can't. This is the only one.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that I extra gingerly opened that last pack. Okay, come on. Beating the literacy allegations. Gotta stay ahead of them.
I'm going to refer it to that way. I'm going to refer to it that way from now on.
All right. We got another spirit token. All right, just a rare under there. Temur Battlecrier, that's nothing. That's a rare. Thunder of Unity, is that worth anything? You draw 2 and
cents.
was that
46 cents? Sorry,
46 cents. Ah, a shame. Well, this thing, on its first level, you draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life, and then 2 and 3, whenever a creature you control enters this turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life. So I just got to start playing stuff the turn after I play this. Okay, that's a rare. Dang, Stadium Headliner. Another rare. Become the Avalanche. Draw a card for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. Then creatures you control get X plus X plus X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand. A shiny rare. Oh man, what I would really, really want a Halo foil. Just to have one. This bad boy's got Flying Death Touch and Lifelink and Renew. Is this worth anything? Probably not.
Is $1.42.
Hey, nice. Exile a card from your graveyard. Put a flying counter, a death touch counter, and a lifelink counter on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. Wow. We got a land. We got just, a regular land. Not the sweet Dragon Eye land. Got to space out the word. Riling Dawnbreaker. Worthless. Uncommon, Jeskai Shrinekeeper. This one's kind of pretty. I don't think it's worth anything, though. 3/3 Flying Haste. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Next, Mardu Monument. I think we've gotten this one already, didn't we? When it enters, search your library for a basic mountain, plain, or swamp. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. And for 5 mana and tap it, sacrifice this to create 3 red warrior creature tokens. They gain menace and haste until end of turn. Next uncommon, Hardened Tactician. For 1, sacrifice a token and draw a card. Next uncommon, Elephant Cleric, the Luxon Battle Priest. You don't hear that everywhere. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on another target creature you control. Now we got a common, Underfoot Underdogs. Next common is the Humbling Elder. And following that is Alicia's Legacy. And under that is another common, Undergrowth Leopard. And under that is my hand. All in all, we won.
Huge win. Huge W.
Huge. Absolutely
Dubsky.
huge win. I am thrilled. I am so excited about this card. I don't think that I'm going to sell it. I want to play it. So we've Aaron Rook and I have we've been playing Commander, of course. So on the nights that we're playing in person, we're gonna do kind of our themed rule set where we might open packs and like kind of either draft or build decks off of opening those packs. We might just do like quick builds for an in-person Commander night. And we might just spin the color wheel and do our bulk brawl, where we make a monocolor Commander deck with whatever color that we spin. Colorless doesn't count. Just gonna throw that out there, Rook. So we are also planning on nights that we aren't able to do House of Dargons, which is our Dungeons and Dragons campaign that we play on Tuesdays at 8:30 Eastern. Tonight we weren't able to play, so I said, I've got a bunch of cards I want to open. Let's do that instead. And you know what? It heckin' paid off! So on nights that we're not able to do House of Dargons, we're going to be doing probably Magic the Gathering or some kind of card content. Or, maybe another game. I don't know. It's going to be kind of a toss-up. My guess is that we're going to be going more of the Magic the Gathering direction. But we've also got a mod in Tabletop Simulator that lets us actually play Commander together. And our rules for playing Commander together is that we can only play cards that we physically own. And, now I get to play this in multiple contexts. So that'll be kind of neat. So, I guess just to, summarize, House of Dargons is Dungeons and Dragons. That's on Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern. Asterisk, unless we're, not able to play, then we're still going to be live, still going to put on some kind of show for the homies. And for context, you guys are the homies. And so, oh gosh, on Thursdays we play WoW. We do raid night on Thursday nights. That's at 8:00 Eastern time. And periodically we will do card opening streams. We'll do what other kind of streams do we do, Rook? We got to do a Minecraft stream. We're committed to doing that.
Yeah, we do.
We open Magic, we open Pokemon, we open Yu-Gi-Oh! Lots of cardboard. Do really love cardboard. And new Pokemon set coming out soon. So I plan on, I'm tentatively, depending on how much these things cost, tentatively planning to get a box of these things, of the Team Rocket set. And that's going to be a bunch of cards, and that'll be a lot of fun to open. And stay tuned for that. So, just for, so I say it out loud, if you like this content, if you're on YouTube, give the stream a like, hit us with a subscribe so you don't miss our content. I don't know if that notification bell does anything, but, it's a button. Might as well push it, right? And if you're on Twitch, would appreciate a follow so that you can see our content, so that you don't miss it. And I think with that, I'm going to wrap up the stream. This was huge. This was absolutely huge. That made up for the whole stack of cardboard that we opened today. And subscribe for more. Got plenty of content on the channel. We do kind of Let's Plays. They're edited Let's Plays. We do some scripted content, kind of green screen type stuff. And Rook is in the process of editing an actual card game that we played. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh video that's coming out soon. Subscribe for more. And with all that being said, thank you for joining, and we will see you again next time on NerdHaus. Bye-bye, and have a good night. Can't wait to see you for the next one. It's probably going to be a Pokemon stream next cardboard that we do, but you never know. Maybe I'm going to feel extra excited about hold on. Let me bring us to this. Maybe I'll feel extra excited. Maybe I'll be like, yeah, get another one of these. I'm sure of it. There's no way that we don't, right? I'll just take that in. Oh, it's so pretty. Really wish there was the Halo foil, but it's not. It's just a regular foil. Thank you for joining. We'll see you next time on NerdHaus. Bye-bye.